the Directorate has, in the past 48 hours, I am giving figure for the last 48 hours, about 310 calls and about 600 emails have been received. And in the last 24 hours, just a breakup of this number, last 24 hours, the number has been 53 calls and about 150 emails. The DG Shipping, as regulator of maritime sector of India, has facilitated safe repatriation of 286 Indian seafarers from the Gulf region so far, and this includes 33 sea repatriations in the last 48 hours, and in the past 24 hours the number has been 10 repatriations from various airports and regional locations across the Gulf region. Major ports of India are closely monitoring vessel movement and cargo operations in view of evolving maritime situation and providing all possible support. Some of the measures, the relief measures through policy and through initiatives of the ports, I have already narrated in the earlier briefings. One example I'll cite today. They are maintaining close coordination with the customs and other stakeholders to facilitate resolution of operational issues. For example, the Jawaharlal Nehru Port is providing temporary storage of laden containers destined for Middle East as transshipment containers. And that port has also provided 100% rebate on ground rent or dwell time charges and about 80% rebate on reefer container plug-in charges up to 15 days for containers originating from GNPA. Approximately 2,600 containers have been shipped to the Middle East during the last 5 days from this port. Today also I had a review with all the ports, all major ports, and some of the stakeholders, including the EXIM association groups. And what I learned from that, there is no congestion has been reported at any major port. And export-bound containers at GNPA have reduced from 5,600 to 3,900, which I stated earlier. The ports are also providing safe anchorage areas for loaded vessels bound for the Gulf that are currently unable to transit due to the prevailing situation. And also an interministerial group has been constituted under the Directorate General of Shipping with members from customs, ports and other stakeholders. And the ministry continues to closely monitor the evolving maritime situation in coordination with the Ministry of External Affairs, Indian missions abroad, shipping companies and other maritime stakeholders. This is in order to ensure the safety and welfare of Indian seafarers while maintaining continuity of maritime trade and port operations. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now over to Randeep for updates from MEA. Thank you.
Good afternoon, friends. Let me update you with some of the developments where MEA is involved. First on Iran, as you know, we have our Indian nationals in that country. Over 550 Indian nationals in Iran have crossed over into Armenia through the land border. We also have had approximately 90 people or 90 of our nationals from Iran cross over into Azerbaijan through the land border. These movements were facilitated by our embassy in Tehran. They helped them with visas as also with immigration formalities where required. In this group of 550 people that I mentioned who have crossed from Iran into Armenia, we also have 284 people who had gone there to Iran on pilgrimage. These people are there right now in both these countries. Some of them have already returned and others would be returning in the next few days or so. Our embassy in Tehran, in spite of all the difficulties, continues to be fully functional. Over the last few days, they have also been able to relocate students who were outside Tehran to cities which are safer for them. जैसा कि आप लोग जानते हैं कि ईरान में भारतीय समुदाय के लोग में कुछ नाविक लोग भी हैं और साथ ही साथ मछुआरे समुदाय के लोग भी हैं। इनके कंपनियों के साथ हमारी लगातार बातचीत होती रहती है, यानी कि हमारे एम्बेसी की, राजदूतावास की बातचीत होती रहती है ताकि हम उनका देखभाल, उनकी भलाई सुनिश्चित कर सकें। सभी भारतीय नागरिकों का से हमारा अनुरोध है कि जो एडवाइजरी हमारे राजदूतावास ने निकाला है उसको देखें और उस पर अमल करें। और जहाँ तक हमारा भारत सरकार की बात है, हम लोग प्रतिबद्ध हैं अपने देशवासी जो वहाँ रहते हैं ईरान में, उनकी देखभाल के लिए, उनकी भलाई के लिए। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you. Asim ji, would you like to add something?
Good afternoon. The Ministry of External Affairs continues to closely monitor the evolving situation in West Asia and the Gulf region. The safety, well-being and security of the Indian community across the region remains our highest priority. The Ministry's Special Control Room continues to function for addressing queries from Indian nationals and families. We are also in constant touch with the state governments and union territories to coordinate our efforts. Our missions and posts across the region are working continuously, operating 24/7 helplines, maintaining regular contact with a large number of Indian community organizations and associations spread across the region, and issuing updated advisories to keep our citizens informed. They also remain in close touch with the local governments. We are extending all support to stranded Indians and short-term visitors, including assistance for visas, logistical support where required, and facilitating transit arrangements. We are also closely coordinating with the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways to render all assistance to the seafarers in the region. An update on the status of flights and airspace. Since February 28, around 220,000 passengers from the region have returned to India. As far as UAE is concerned, as per information put out by the UAE authorities, there is a gradual resumption of operations from Dubai International Airport that were temporarily suspended today morning from passenger safety perspective. Indian and UAE carriers also continue to operate limited flights from other airports like Abu Dhabi, Ras Al Khaimah and Fujairah in UAE based on operational and safety considerations. As per available information, more than 45 flights are planned for various destinations in India today. All passengers can check revised and updated flight schedules directly with respected airlines. In case of any assistance, they can also approach our mission in Abu Dhabi and our consulate in Dubai through the 24/7 helplines. In Saudi Arabia, flights are operating from various airports to destinations in India. Flights are also operating from Oman to various destinations in India. Qatar airspace is partially open, with Qatar Airways operating flights to India today and tomorrow. 3 flights are expected to operate to different destinations in India. Kuwait airspace has been closed since 28 February 2026. Special non-scheduled commercial flights by Jazeera Airways of Kuwait are expected to operate soon to India from the Al Qaisuma International Airport in Saudi Arabia. For Indian nationals in Bahrain and Iraq, where airspace is closed, transit through Saudi Arabia is being facilitated. An update on the incident in Oman. On March 13th, in an attack in Sohar city in Oman, unfortunately 2 Indian nationals had lost their lives. The Embassy of India in Muscat is in constant touch with the families of the deceased Indian nationals and is coordinating with concerned Omani authorities. Their mortal remains are expected to be repatriated to India soon. The embassy also remains in close touch with the hospital authorities and the company to monitor the condition of the injured Indian nationals. None of the Indian nationals are seriously injured. On the incident in which Safe Sea Vishnu was impacted off the coast of Iraq, our mission team has been on ground in Basra to assist for the early return of the 15 Indian crew members of Safe Sea Vishnu who were safely evacuated and are currently residing in a hotel in Basra. They are also coordinating with the concerned